The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously.
Welcome to the Autumn Wind 22 card set NFC Championship game. We have the Rams visiting the Cleveland Browns today. We're waiting on a game number. It should be here in about 2 minutes. Doing play-by-play, I'm Anthony from the Atlanta Falcons. Doing play-by-play is Duke from the Eagles. Welcome, Duke.
Great to see you, Anthony. This should be a good one.
Should be. I mean, we have two teams that are just sort of, I mean, when you do your preseason prep, and whatnot, Duke, you sort of say, okay, well, let's separate who's the loaded teams, who are the teams that might play for this year, might play for, next year, and who are the teams that are definitely playing for next year, right? Well, these are two of those teams that you just knew were going to be here toward the end. I mean, you knew that right from the jump. The quarterbacks are in place. A lot of the defensive pieces are in place. These are just two sort of very strong teams that you could just tell by scanning the rosters.
I can usually tell by scanning the coaches. The same coaches seem to be near the top also, not only the good rosters.
Yes, but as Michael pointed out yesterday, one of these two will be new to the Autumn Wind Uber Bowl first appearance. So that is always good. Get some new blood in there. Hard to say. I mean, we have the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, but I think it's a lot closer than that. I think from a team construction standpoint, you're dealing with an excellent pass defense from the Rams, good run, good on Cleveland. So a little defensive advantage for the Rams from the get-go. Mahomes for the Rams versus Burrow for Cleveland, a little edge also to the Rams at quarterback. Halfback perspective, I think you're going to give the edge to Dobbins. So from many different spots, if you were to put up the Jimmy the Greek sort of checkboard here, you'd have a lot of checks over on the Rams side on the 7 seed.
You're dating yourself, Anthony. I didn't think you knew who Jimmy the Greek was. That's amazing. I thought you were just a kid. You're an old timer, huh? God,
48
check mark. That CBS was the first pregame show for the NFL where Jimmy the Greek would put these checks on who had the advantage. But one thing, Michael Reeves and the Rams got off to a great start this year, and it looked like he was going to run away with things for a while.
Yeah, sure did. Sort of cooled off there and got in with the 7. And, I know most of us would have been happy if he didn't make the playoffs as we were looking at things. And we have a game number. So I'm gonna stop the screen here for a moment and switch us over. I'll be right back here. Stand by.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
And we will get the full screen on, and we'll get the game going here. We gave him a second to get in. It's good just to let them get in and settled.
One of my various careers was a professional sports handicapper. People paid me for my opinions. And Jimmy the Greek, when you bring him up, he was one of the first ones that sort of brought gambling into the public eye, but it's been around for a long time. But it was always done behind closed doors with bookies, and it was a real shady business for a while. And I was in on the kind of the early growth of the industry in the mid 70s.
Now what? Okay, mid 70s. And where did you live at the time? Where you are now?
Southern California. I lived in El Segundo at the time, right near the LA airport. And I had my we didn't have computers back then, and I had a national radio show. It's called Sports Across America, and there was a guy in New York, New Jersey that gave his opinions from an old-time perspective because he was in the business before me with a newsletter. And then John Rainey, the Rain Man down in Tennessee, and I was a West Coast anchor. We had people call in from all around the country to ask our opinions on the games and the point spreads.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, how many markets were you in the radio show?
It was in a lot of the East Coast. I don't know exactly the markets, but I had what they call comp lines, toll-free numbers in New York, Boston, Pittsburgh, Denver. I'm trying to think some of the
Very
other places. But people would call in and leave messages for me, and I'd put that on in my 900 number. It was very sophisticated. But my point is, you bringing up Jimmy the Greek, people don't realize where gambling was initially and where it is now, and it's kind of a benchmark time for the NFL where they not only have a team in Las Vegas, they play the Super Bowl in Las Vegas when that was unheard of back in the 50s and 60s. You didn't want anything to do with Vegas. They were the plague.
Now, do you get CBS Sports Network on cable? Do you have that network? Okay. 6 o'clock today, half hour from now, 6 o'clock Eastern, if you have the ability to DVR it, there's a documentary that was on early in the day, Super Bowl Sunday, called You Are Looking Live, which is a documentary all about the NFL today. I think it's a 2-hour documentary. Going through the history. So you get a lot of Jimmy the Greek at his start, his middle, and ending, of course, which we all remember.
I know his whole story,
Yeah, so you might want to DVR that. I thought it was an exceptional documentary.
Thank you for that tip. I will watch that because, like I said, I have my foot high. I knew Jack Binion, owns Binion's in Vegas, and I was somewhat known as Big Duke Simmons. I couldn't use my real name. That's where the nickname Duke came from, because I was working in recreation at the time. What I was doing was perfectly legal. What my clients were doing was illegal. Right. But I was just giving sports advice. That's all I was doing. So I had to kind of go under the radar.
Sure.
Fun time.
That's so interesting. Well, we have kickoff, Duke. You are taking our play-by-play. Yep. Cleveland has the ball first. Take it away.
Okay, the Cleveland Browns, and they are coached by Ed Carpenter, and Michael Reeves coaches the LA Rams. Anthony Tangora is going with me in the color man. We're going to have a good time here with the Autumn Wind NFC Championship game, and the winner here goes to the Super Bowl. Claude Turcotte won yesterday with his Montreal Alouettes on a great game against Ken Briere and his Houston Oilers team. So we've got some really great finalists here, and whoever represents the Super Bowl is going to be a good solid coach and great team. So this is going to be a fun one, Anthony.
Yeah, I agree. If it ever gets started, however, I need that to happen.
That's all right. It gives us time to talk a little bit. Yeah.
So apparently we have another crash. So I'm going to.
Okay. Well, once again, Anthony is the technical whiz here. He and Dennis Crowley are in another atmosphere as far as technical things go. So we're in good hands with Anthony running things here, and I'm just a mouthpiece.
So we have a reboot going on. So if we have a reboot, Duke, let's go ahead and take a break. You're going to see a scroll of we need this scroll as you watch it. We need this scroll for the Autumn Wind, paging Ken. We'll get together and hopefully get this done. But this will get us a little NFL music. This is going to be probably 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be back. We'll come right back as soon as they get this up and running. Okay, Duke, we're back. We have a game number. We have a kickoff return, so not so bad.
Okay, good. We're ready to roll here. It is Cleveland with the ball. It's Burrow, the quarterback. Huntley's the back. They got two tight ends. McLaren split wide right, Adams to the left. Great defense, excellent defense on the pass for sure with the Rams here. We got a 6 free safety, a 6 and a 5 corner. That's always good. And a 6 there in the middle. At the 24-yard line, Cleveland first down. Single setback, Huntley. There's an off tackle. The guess was pass. There's at least somebody in the linebacker zone there.
Yeah, that looks like it's Wagner. Gets 5 yards.
That's a 5-yard.
It's an interesting team here and an interesting 1st and 10 situation that Cleveland is 14th in the league in running. But the off tackle to Huntley is one of the top 10 plays in the entire league on 1st and 10. So if he's going to run on that first down, he'll run off tackle to Huntley.
Wouldn't you say all the coaches' favorite play on 1st and 10 is the off tackle?
Seems that way. I could actually do an analysis of that if you so requested.
I'd like to hear that because you got all the numbers there. My contention is that's going to be a big leader with second place the linebacker and third place the end run.
Yep. A lot of small ball.
Football. 2nd and 5, Cleveland at their 29-yard line. Just getting started. You haven't missed anything, folks. Duke Semensky here along with Anthony Tangora, and we are bringing you the NFC Championship for Autumn Wind, where the winner here will be in the Super Bowl against the Montreal Alouettes, coached by Claude Turquette. Montgomery now the back instead of Huntley. Still a single setback with 2 tight ends.
It looks like we're stuck again, Duke.
Okay. Well,
so maybe they're both going to do a reboot. Now we had this problem in the Cleveland game last week, and we both did a full reboot, meaning you shut off your computer, you turn it back on, and we did not have one interruption the rest of the game. And oftentimes if you get a reboot early, that's the best way to handle it. Just take your medicine, do a full reboot, come back, and usually.
Yeah, well, good advice.
But with that, Duke, I'm sorry to say, we'll step aside again. Gives you a chance to get your DVR set up for the You Are Looking Live show on CBS Sports Network at the top of the hour, if you haven't done it already. And we'll be back. come in just to say a little update that they're doing some more full rebooting. It's going to be fewer minutes.
So they are rebooting.
Yep. So should be a few minutes away. We'll be right back. Okay, Duke, I think we are back here. We are.
Okay.
How's it look to you? Can you see everything fine on your side?
Yeah, looks good. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line, Cleveland. They run a play there somewhere.
Well, they had the Huntley run, and then something else happened, right? Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. Box score.
We didn't do it 1st and 10 when we did it.
Flat pass to Davante Adams happened at some point.
Okay. That
second
was,
and 5.
Okay, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Just getting started here. 13:30 in the first. This is the NFC Championship. Winner goes to the Super Bowl against Montreal. Cleveland Indians, coached by Ed Carpenter, and the Los Angeles Rams by Michael Reeves. There's a 6-yard pickup. Looks like a flat pass. I don't know who was that to. That was to McLaren for 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Cleveland approaching midfield out to 46. 2nd and 4. Montgomery's the back. 2 tight ends.
And that was thrown to 2 men in zone. Michael's pretty good there. 9th in the league in men in zone on flat pass, averaging 1.07 per attempt on defense.
And it's off tackle Montgomery. He's guessed wrong, as it was the pass call, but it's the blocking back. And that'll lose a yard. And unfortunately, that brings up a contained situation, 3rd and 5 for Cleveland at the 45.
That blocking back role, never a fun one when you play too tight all the time, and usually doesn't work out well when you have a blocking back formation either, given the lack of blocking fullbacks in the league.
Yeah, those ratings of the blocking backs are not very good anyway. So kind of worthless. That roll is pretty, and +1, -1 is not even a bonus there either, is it?
It isn't. It isn't. In this situation, the difference between contain and not contain. So I guess Kyle Juszczyk would have been helpful there from that perspective. But otherwise, yeah, not a very good
Yeah, but
option either way.
you're right. That was a big difference, that 1 yard. So 3rd and 5, still sticks with the 2 tight ends. Montgomery's the back. Rams still go with their 3-4.
This defense really boxes you in. Excellent. Is always going to put fear into you of picks.
Flat pass left as he went away from the 0 to the 4. That's to Adams again. 3rd and 5, and it's incomplete on the receiver card. And it brings out a 4th and 5 with Cleveland. I got a feeling they're going to punt this. 12 minutes to go in the first period.
You see the challenges there of this flat passing offense throwing into a 3-4.
Yeah, he's going to have the good ratings there in the short pass zone, and he's going to clog at least one of the flat pass zones. So it's a tough defense to pass against. Well, it's pins him at the 8-yard line, and the Rams take over with Dobbins, the running back, and of course Mahomes, the quarterback. Gesicki is the blocking back, and then we got 2 wideouts with Moore split left and Hamler to the right. Big numbers on Hamler's card. 8-yard line, 1st and 10.
Welcome, Dennis.
Hey guys.
Hi, Dennis.
Oh, good.
Kelly joining us. Off tackle Snell. There's that blocking back, loses a yard, and 2nd and 11 at the 7. Rams backed up here, no score, first period. And what are you going to do here, Dennis, if you're 2nd and 11 at your own 7?
Well, I think it's got the right guy in there, Dobbins, to generate a run call or to run it with him if you think he's going to call pass early in the game. You want to show them that you're not afraid to call pass despite only having 13 unfatigued carries. Run. So he was hoping he would call run. He didn't. 4-minute zone. This is dangerous.
See, I always want to hear what a good coach would do. That's great insight we have here. There's a 12-yard pickup as Mahomes hits Gesicki, and they get a first down at the 19-yard line. Dobbins still the back.
We'll see. Yeah, Snell. And I like this. So this is a change for Michael versus the regular season. Far be it for me to disagree with anybody's strategy, but I noticed that Michael would have Dobbins in 1st and 10 pretty much the whole first half. And, it's my view on using Breece Hall, too. I'll let you call this play.
It's off tackle with Snell. He gets his pass, and he'll only pick up a yard on the 5 roll. So 2nd and 9. Go ahead, Anthony.
I want to save Dobbins and Breece Hall for higher leverage situations. 2nd and long is the perfect spot for those guys early in the game, anytime, just to get you some run calls in a 2nd and long. 1st and 10, you can get your run calls no matter what. Higher leverage, the better for these guys with 10 to 15 carries, as far as I'm concerned.
One of the things about these broadcasts is we get to know each other, and insights like that, Anthony, and what Dennis said, it just shows us how the other coaches think, and we don't often get those kind of insights in these broadcasts. Not only we get to see the game and the strategy on the field, but we get to hear, our team of announcers here and what we think of. It's an interesting way to enjoy our game. 2nd and 9 here at the 20 for the Rams.
And I know it's early.
You might need Dobbins in the 4th quarter, and you didn't see him a lot in the regular season. Here you might see him.
There he is on a 2nd and 9, end run right. As Anthony calls it there. That's the strategy, but he only picks up a yard, and it's 3rd and 8 now, the 21.
Boy, has this been a theme of the last 24 hours. Defensive ends, the value of defensive ends on Ed's defensive cards are just extremely high. We've seen 5 defensive ends basically win a championship game yesterday, and there you see a denial of Dobbins guessed wrong and wrong.
Very good point. That's the real big advantage of those good defensive ends. Do either of you coaches, Dennis or Anthony, do you do something in the first quarter to sort of go against your tendencies and to go against your real game plan to sort of deke the out to see you're going to do something different?
Yes, especially in stock leagues, though. But yeah, for sure.
Well, that's a good point, and yeah, the distinction between stock leagues and draft leagues, you might want to highlight that a little bit. 3rd and 8 here, and there's a short pass to Osborne, KJ Osborne. Must run, but it gets nada. 4th and 8 for the Rams. They're going to have to punt for their own 21-yard line. Anthony, why don't you kind of highlight what the difference is between a strategy with a stock league and a draft league, just briefly?
Well, I mean, the biggest difference is the defensive cards, and what you're going to attack is a little bit more obvious in stock because the weaknesses are more. Oh, we got a fumble.
Offense jumps on
it. The weaknesses are a little bit more apparent, whereas everybody sort of has the same, more or less, cards in drawing from the same 5 level of cards in draft, and you just have more. You have more strings to pull in draft than you do in stock. Usually you only have, especially if you have overuse on in stock leagues, you're very limited. So I think we may be stuck here. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's on my end or if it's these guys.
When Anthony figures that out, Dennis, do you concur with Anthony's distinction?
I concur with the fact that you guys are stuck because I'm watching the game and it's fine. So you need to exit out and get back in again.
Oh,
heard that.
So first down was a.
Yeah, what a cop out.
First down was a 1-yard flat pass. So 2nd and 9 now. Do you have the game up too on your side, Duke?
No, I don't. Should I get it up?
Yeah, you should have.
It'll be second. Yeah, you can
have
it
just have
it
for yourself. Yeah, just so we all have like 3 different ways to watch it. I'll just do the play-by-play for a play here. 2nd and 9. 2 tight end sets. Caleb Huntley's in the game. And now Anthony's back in. So we're good. But as far as the difference between stock and draft, there's definitely, I mean, these days, there's an 8-yard pickup. Setting up a 3rd and 1. You have
game number, guys.
49825.
1949. Pardon me, 49?
49825.
Huntley stays in there even on a 3rd and 1. He's got some negative runs, guessed right, but he's not bad. Quick slant to Gerald Everett, 6 inside linebacker there. It's going to limit it to a 1-yard game, but that moves the chains. But like Anthony knows, playing in USFFL, there's like a ton of teams that have like short gains on 7 and 8. You don't have those in the draft leagues. The draft leagues always have plus 12 on an end run. For an average run D card. You don't have those in the stock leagues. So there's different things you want to attack. Go ahead, Duke. You can take over the play-by-play now.
I'm still
strong off tackle.
I'm trying to get my game up here.
Okay, good. That's 2-yard pickup. So yeah, I mean, as far as setting people up early in the game, I don't necessarily do that as much as I try to pay attention to what they do in certain situations. So if it's 3rd and 9 and they are always doing a triple double, I'm going to take note of that, as we all would, and maybe target the flats to one of your backs. If they're, every time they blitz, they always bring the blitzers, then I'm going to throw flat or run a draw. So there's different counters you have to the various strategies that people present, and you have to be wary of those and not doing the same thing yourself. Like Anthony said, that was great to see Michael break the trend of always having J.K. Dobbins in there on 1st and 10. So it's important to do stuff like that. Here's a run on a short pass, guess wrong with 3-minute zone to Terry McLaurin, covered by 5.
2nd and 8 at the 41 now. There's a defender that's beat. Short gain, 13 yards, and a 1st down in the Ram territory at the 46-yard line. Burrow starts to warm it up here. Single back. Nope. 2 tight ends set. Montgomery's the back now in Ram territory. No score. First period, 5:24 to play in the first. Short pass to Adams. Guess his pass. There's 3 men in zone.
That's an area to watch out for. Look at, he doubled Montgomery.
Whoa, there's a game, but it's a possible fumble, but no, it's a first down.
19-yard rating on Adams' card. But
Box.
David Montgomery is one of the few halfbacks in this set that can go deep, and he's covered in this set by a 0. So Michael doubled Montgomery, leaving the outside receivers open. So that's a matchup that we want to keep an eye on.
Also, it's interesting too, though. Ed did not go to him long, not one long target this year, I believe.
Wow. Maybe he doesn't know that he can go deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you don't.
The 6 Adams, but of course, both of Adams and the McLaren card are both tough. Now it's an off tackle Montgomery. The guess is pass. He went to the right side. There's 3-4 sitting over there, and it gets nothing. The offensive end can't make the block, and it's 2nd and 10 at the 27 for the Rams.
Yeah, Montgomery's not usually a back you think of as a pass catcher. He just happened to have a good year catching the ball in 2022.
Second highest flat pass targets on the team. He finished 11th in the league in flat pass targets, Montgomery.
Interesting, but no bombs, huh?
Not a one.
2nd and 10. Cleveland's at the Rams' 27-yard line. Montgomery is the back. Everett and Woods are the tight ends.
And the other guy covered by 4, Jelani Woods, cannot go deep. So you might see him get targeted short or flat, but he won't be able to go deep.
There's the flat right. The 6 goal is over there on the pass to Everett. It's on the quarterback card, and it blanks out for an incomplete down. Brings it 3rd and 10 at the 27. No score here. We're running out of time here in the first period.
And the field goal kicker for the Browns, Tyler Bass, is good from 2 through 9 and 12 in this range. So no problems if he doesn't pick up the first.
Do you blitz here, Dennis, to try to get the guy out of that range?
I blitz here on general purpose, yeah. Depending on the line they have. Now, looking at his line,
I would think a spot in the field that blitz, yeah.
Yeah, if he's got a 5'3" right tackle, a 5'2" center, and then the other 3 are 7s. So it's like pick your poison. Jelani Woods is also 0. So half are good matchups, half are bad matchups. But if I'm Michael, yeah, I'm blitzing. I got good pass rushing linebackers in Bradley Chubb and Bobby Wagner. So, something to keep in mind.
He's showing the blitz. 3-3-5. Rams at a 3-3-5. And it's far pass right to Adams, and there's a 0 out there. His primary coverage is the 6. Gets on the receiver's card, and he gets 6 yards. What do you think? 4th and 4, the 21. It's kind of
always take the lead when you can in a championship game, even though this is a conference championship. Same principle.
He's going to go for the field goal. Tyler Bass, and it's good. Cleveland takes the lead 3-0 with 3 minutes left in the first period of the NFC Autumn Wind Championship. Winner going to the Super Bowl against Montreal. Kick goes to the 17-yard return to the 22, and the Rams take over trailing by 3 with 2:42 to play in the first.
Here's Dobbins on first down. Michael might be listening to us saying, "Shove it, guys."
Do you concur with Anthony on that one, Dennis, about your breakaway back kind of conserving him in the first period?
I agree. I agree that you should always take the opportunity to tell the announcers to shove it, because that's
okay.
You do what you want to do. We're sitting at home watching.
That's right.
Yeah, but we were always second guessed. Line buck to Dobbins. It's on the defensive card. The guard is good enough, and it's a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5.
I don't think we've seen – it's the only second carry for Dobbins. So, you expect half those carries to land on his card. But as a defensive coach, even if they pick up 5 yards or whatever, every result that doesn't land on Dobbins' cards is a win for you as a defensive coach.
I do think, and watching the Rams, I do think they use Snell for short yardage. And here's Snell off onside end is not good enough, and it brings about a 3rd and 5. He does seem to use Snell in the short yardage situations.
He's very strong offensive tackle. Guess wrong.
We haven't seen Kareem Hunt yet. Usually Hunt's the second guy in.
Yeah, that's right. You usually see Hunt a lot earlier than Dobbins and Snell together. 3rd and 5, 3 wideouts. Zay Jones comes in. He likes Jones on 3rd down, I noticed a lot. Of course, he's usually getting a weak. And Jones is going to split wide right. He's got a 4 on him. That means he's likely to get double teamed. 3rd and 5. Mahomes probably going to drop back here somewhere. 4, 5, 6 at the linebacker slots. 3-3-5 played by Cleveland. And it's a bomb to Moore, and there's nobody in the long pass zone.
Looking for that receiver.
And we go to we get the receiver caught, and it's incomplete. DJ Moore can't pull it in. And it's 4th and 5.
I forget what the exact trade was, but DJ Moore was an offseason acquisition with Baltimore. And may have been a first-round pick. I forget exactly, but it was a big price.
I'll look that up. I'll have that for you in a second.
Some good returns here. 11-yard pickup, and Cleveland takes over with a 3-point lead. Less than a minute to go in the first period. 3-0. Going against the excellent defense of the Los Angeles Rams.
So the trade was Josh Allen, the defensive end or outside linebacker, for DJ Moore, 1-for-1.
Ooh, and Josh Allen is looking like he's going
Lonnie Woods guessed wrong, and it's 10 yards and a first down.
He's going to be TJ Watt-esque next year, Josh Allen.
Yes, he should be a beast. Just got to wonder about that pass coverage. And I think that's why Michael traded him. He's got tired of that 0 against the pass. But, looks like it might change around this year.
It's like those two guys had such dominant years out there that they're going to have to throw them in pass rating soon. But, don't hold anything past the Raiders.
Off tackle, Hundley, the guess is pass. There's nobody blocking the off tackle. Guess wrong on the card, and it's short gain. Hundley rolls off 16 yards into Rams territory to 39. 1st and 10. Just getting started in the second period. 3-0 Cleveland as they're driving again. Montgomery the back. Off tackle, Montgomery on the right side. There's a linebacker there.
Yeah, he dropped Chubb down. And Chubb makes a play.
Not a very good linebacker, but he's good enough to stop him for minus 2 yards.
Yeah, that's the perception check there, because he has a 0. You see, he's not good. But he's good against the run. He's better than 2/3 of.
Right. I was looking at his pass coverage.
Yeah.
You're always all over me, Dennis.
That'd be interesting if they ever figure out a way to show both ratings on the icon.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? 2nd and 12, short pass to Woods again. Second time he's thrown to him this drive. The quarterback guard must run, gets 8 yards, bringing about 3rd and 4 at the 33 of the Rams. Very important 3rd down here in the first half. 13:48 to play.
That's what this Cleveland team wants to be, 3rd and 4. I mean, they led the league in 3rd down conversions on offense in terms of percentage. And they can open up that flat pass. They can go to Montgomery or Huntley in this case.
And we talked about the range for the kicker. He has a big drop off from 33 to 39, so 2 through 5 from that range. So he wants to get a couple yards here to at least take him out of that long field goal range if he doesn't pick up the first down.
No weakness on the defensive line for the Rams. No weak spot anyway. 3rd and 4. Their strength is the pass. A little bit of weakness on the outside linebackers. Let's see what Ed Carpenter does with his Cleveland team. 3rd and 4. Guesses run and soft tackle right. Hundley. There's not an extra linebacker in there. The guess right, it gets nothing. 4th and 4.
Short game guessed wrong, so nice call by Michael.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
So I think you're I think you're 4-down territory here, unless you want to try the long field goal and risk getting adjusted back. So he's going for it.
Dennis, he's going for it with Montgomery the back and double tight end set. I think he's going to run for it again. It's always an offensive coach thought that is he going to guess run 2 times in a row?
Well, remember the Rams have excellent pass defense. So yeah, run would be in the cards. If you want to go bold, go for that deep pass to Montgomery for the first time all year. That's my prediction. I'm going to go for that.
Okay, let's roll the dice on that one. 4th and 4. Obviously big. 13-12 to play, first half. But it's a flat pass left to Montgomery. There's a 4 out there. Guess is right. The pass call. Defensive card.
Bailout 10.
That ain't going to do it.
Nice job.
Over.
You I had to avoid the white die 6 on that one, or put 2 men in zone. So good stop by Michael.
Yes, it was. Rams take over. Big stop for the Rams. 35-yard line. Hunt is the back now. First time we've seen him. Flat pass left to Hunt. There's a 4 out there. There were 2 linebackers in the look-in zone. Flat pass gets right. Defensive card. Loses 2 yards. 2nd and 12.
Same exact roll. Turnabout's fair play.
Yep. Gesicki is the blocking back. Croft is a tight end. Hamler split right. Moore split left. 2nd and 12. It's an end run right to Dobbins. It's guessed wrong. 6 yards. Bring about a 3rd and 6 at the Ram 39-yard line.
That's a win for the defense in terms of roll.
Yes. There's a lot of good stuff in that column. 6 is one of the lowest ones there. Only the dreaded fumble, the 5 and the 4 would be less. 3rd and 6. Dobbins is in there with 3 wide receivers. Zay Jones comes in. Now it's 4 wideouts. Zay Jones with Cage. Gage is out there with Moore and Osborne.
Gesicki's covered by a 4, and he has the ability to go deep. So there's 2 pain points here for the defense. Zay Jones covered by a 4 and Gesicki covered by a 4. So let's see if they cover up any of those inconsistencies.
Let's see. 3rd and 6. Short pass to Gesicki. No double team. There's a 4 on him. Receiver card gets 10 yards and a first down. First down Rams. After a good defensive stop, they get a good first down. Cleveland is ahead here 3-0 in the first half of the NFC Championship game of autumn wind. First down, Snell comes in on a first down call with Mahomes, Gesicki, the tight end. Like Snell, guess was pass. There's a 5 there at the nose tackle. And he's gets 5 yards. Keeps him away from the 9-yarder. 2nd and 5. Now we have Hunt in there at 2nd and 5.
Pesky fours. It's it means a lot. 1 out of 3 is a lot of stops over the course of the season.
Yeah, beats the 0 by a long shot. 2nd and 5. Hunt around the end left. It's a guess a pass, so it gets wrong, but it's on the defensive card, and the offensive end is not quite good enough. He gets 4 for a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 at the Cleveland 42. Could this be 4-down territory? Dobbins. I would think Snell would be in there. Dobbins is in there.
Well, there's this. That's why you do it.
Keith Mahomes.
No linebackers.
Keith Mahomes, and he gets it on the card, and it's -1. 4th and 2 at the 43. What does Michael Reeves think about doing here with 9:18 to play in the second quarter? 4th and 2 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
Michael liked to go for it in the regular season. He did not like to go for it. Finished 29th in the league in 4th down attempts, but got to be tempted here.
Yeah, go big or go home. This is the time to give it a shot.
When you have the card advantage, typically you're not going to take chances, and when you're winning, which might explain that 29. But, yeah, this is a different scenario.
He goes with a full house. Michael's going for it, 4th and 2. Snell.
I'm not a fan of the full house right here.
Yeah.
But you take away the flat pass as an option, and you don't have a good blocking back in there either. Although you do
bring all the linebackers up, and you have a free safety 5, guaranteed to be in the flat zone.
It's a short pass to Moore on a run call. Defensive card, and it's incomplete because of the defense, and Cleveland takes over at their own 43.
I see the logic of it. You're really hoping for that to go on Mahomes' card. And if he would have gone short yardage defense, that would have been completed because it would have been his 5 reduced to a 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, not a bad call, just not a good roll.
Exactly. 1st down, Cleveland, 43-yard line. Montgomery's the back, 2 tight ends. Short pass, Adams. There's a run. The 6 guarding Adams. And it gets him the receiver cover for 18 big ones. Adams rolls into Ram territory at the 39-yard line. 8:24 to play in the first half. Montgomery's the back. Everett, tight end on the right. Woods the left. McLaren split wide right, and Adams left. There's the bomb to McLaren, and the guess is passed, but there's nobody in the bomb zone. There's 6 vacated there. It's a guess right call on the bomb to McLaren. Quarterback card incomplete. Overthrew him. 2nd and 10. Ed, not exactly known as a bomber, but he's thrown a few here in the first half.
It's a weapon, especially with Burrows, and he does have the higher interception split than he usually does, but you got to keep your defense on their toes. Even with an excellent pass defense, you don't want to get used to you avoiding a certain zone.
Yeah, for sure. Ed loves small ball 1st down, so to get him back a little bit is a key thing to do. No double team.
Right to Everett with a 0 there.
The linebackers double team.
Yes, card at 9 yards. Brings about a 3rd and 1. Yeah, that does tend to loosen up the defense if you can throw a few bombs there early on.
Interesting double teaming with the linebacker there. I mean, I noted in my write-up from the game last week that Gerald Everett caught 9 passes, all in the flats. He's not somebody you typically want to double team with a linebacker.
3rd and 1. Hundley is the back. The 2 tight end set. 3-4 defense for the Rams. 7:30 to play in the first half, and it's a run call and a flat pass left, and there's only a 4 out there to Adams. But it gets on the defensive guard receiver, 6 yards, and a 1st down for Adams, and the grounds at the 24-yard line of the Rams.
You see that maxed out card come into play there. The 7 incomplete on many cards wrong. Not Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a heck of a max card. Montgomery the back on the 24-yard line. Cleveland driving. Off tackle Montgomery. It's a pass call, but there's a couple of 4s sitting on there on the defense. The guard makes the block, and it's a 6-yard gain to the 18. Red zone territory for the Browns, leading 3-0 in the first half. 2nd and 4. Montgomery the back.
So I don't mind giving up a short pass completion here. Let him get 1st and goal at the 8. I like that. So I'm guarding small ball. Try to get this to a 3rd and 5.
That's interesting. Yeah, Anthony, that's a good understanding of the strategy. There's an off tackle for no gain on the guess right call. That was a small ball call, I guess.
Yep, sure was. Nicely done by Michael.
And that was guessed wrong. That's a first down. Where you don't want it, 1st and 10 at the 13.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 4 at the 18 for the Rams. Looks like Montgomery's still going to be in there. Another important call in the first half. 5:42 to play. Short pass to Woods on a guess right pass. He's guarded by a 4. It's on the defensive card. Receiver incomplete. 4th and 4 for the Browns at the 18-yard line.
I think that's the way Michael's got to play it, especially when he's down. Let's see if Bass hits this. Stop small ball. Rely on your excellent defense. If he's going to throw short and long, let him do it. Try to get a pick. You got good picks back there, 3 or 1 man. Big return.
48 yards. Rams go right back. They're into Brown territory at the 47. The audience out there is getting some great insight for some 2 outstanding coaches in Dennis Crowley and Anthony Tangora. I mean, listen to you guys talk. I'm taking notes.
Ford fresh off the factory floor there with a long return. What quality is job 1? Is that Ford? I don't know. It's a nice return.
It's picked.
Boy.
Look at pass. It's intercepted. Look at it is picked off. Oh, my.
Lookin's going to give you the regular interception return, not the flat pass.
Yeah, that's true. 25 yards, though. Oh, my. What a turnaround here. It was just, Cleveland is somewhat dominated the first half, but with only 6-0, if the Rams had gone in with that score, that wouldn't be bad at all. But now Cleveland already in field goal position at 31. Montgomery still in the back. 1st and 10, 31-yard line, 4.5 minutes to play in the first half.
It's been tough sledding for the Rams offense so far. 3 of 6 for Mahomes for only 20 yards and a pick.
Look in past to Everett. There's only a 4 there. Guessed right.
Michael's like, where's my pick? I want my flat pass pick. Guessed right. 2-3.
Fumble.
And he gets it. He gets his turnover.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Rams recovered. So
there's a big turnaround of the turnaround.
2 very unlikely turnovers. So, as Dennis said before, turnabout is fair play there.
Certainly. Keeping the score within 1 score with 4:12 left in the first half. The Rams take over at the 20-yard line.
So Rams get the ball to start the 3rd.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was going to say that this is a chance for Michael to go the 2 for 1 kind of possession here. If he uses up all the time, gets a touchdown, and gets the ball first, that can get him right back where he wants to be.
Edwin Dobbins goes on the defensive charge, and the tackle makes the play and gets 5 yards out of it. 2nd and 5. Dobbins still in there. Gesicki, the blocking back, and it's a short pass to Gesicki. Incomplete. Mahomes misses again. 3rd and 5. Tick, tick, tick. 33-18 to play. First half. Cleveland shutting out the Rams. 6-0. 3 wideouts for Los Angeles. Dobbins, Gesicki is going to be the blocking back, so it's either going to be a run for Holmes or just a pass.
He has not used the Mahomes end run yet. Probably not going to use it out of the 4 wide.
Yeah, not with a containment.
And contain on, right.
Short pass Gesicki. And it's 10 yards and a first down for the Rams. That's really helpful because that means that they can probably, if they don't score, they can almost run out the half on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and gaining, and just about to gain almost perfect punt position here as well, in case things go wrong.
35-yard line, 2:42. End run again with Dobbins. It's wrong, but it's the dreaded 5 fumble 0.
These Baltimore backs the last 24 hours have not had success end running.
Yeah. Second and 10.
Yet.
Look at that card, boy. That's a bad roll. It's my definition of a bad roll. 2nd and 10.
Five carries for Dobbins, 3 on the defensive card, 1 for +6, and 1 the dreaded 5.
Ugh. And Mahomes isn't much better, is he?
Well, he finally converted that last 3rd down, so that's important.
That's true. That was an important one. 2nd and 10. Dobbins still back there. 2:06 to play. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. You can run a line back here if you want.
8 unfatigued carries left for Dobbins.
So something going on Ed's side. Not sure what's going on.
Thinking maybe. He said sorry. 2nd and 10 for the Rams at their own 35-yard line.
The maritime industry in particular has lost a visionary whose impact will be felt for generations to come. David Gale, recognized for his roles
Here we go.
series such as Beverly Hills 90210.
Could see a Mahomes end run here.
Yeah, this would be a good time.
Right, but it's surprising to see Dobbins if he's going to do that. You might see Snell or somebody else to drive the pass call. Dobbins increases the chance that he calls run. So it's not the best pairing to do it, but he could do it here.
Beverly Hills 90210 remains one of his most memorable roles, endearing him to a generation of viewers. Born in Tampa, Florida in 1960,
Cleveland in the 3-4. Then they said, "Are we stuck? My fault? What's going on there?"
What documentary are we listening to back there? Is this some sort of Joe E. Tata biography? I'm hearing
Mary, we can hear your.
Sorry, I didn't.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. So, all right, we've got to play. We're not stuck.
Domestic issues here. There's an end run by Mahomes, and it's on the defensive card, and it only picks up 5 yards. So it's a 3rd and 5 in the 2-minute warning at the Ram 40. Of course, he wanted to get Mahomes' card.
Would have been 9 yards on Mahomes' card.
Yeah, okay. 3rd and 5, 2-minute warning. Both teams have all their timeouts, so.
Yeah, Michael's got to be pretty frustrated here. He's getting some situations that he likes, end runs wrong, left and right, and he's just not getting yards.
Well, we play 60 minutes in this game, and we got 58 left, or not 58, 32.
The dice give and they take away. It's a long game. Totally agree.
Looking past the more, there's a 5 there. Guess right. Blanks out, incomplete. Cleveland's going to get a chance here with 152 and 3 timeouts.
Well, depending on the punt, they both have a chance, really. Let's see here.
His passing is not just the loss of a talented actor, but also of a person who brought warmth, depth, and charm to every role.
You guys seeing the return fumble? Oh.
Now the Rams get their chance.
Oh, the Rams recover the fumble, and this is going to make this an interesting first half. 1:45 to play to take over the 10-yard line.
Yeah, you trade all the bad end runs in the world for that. So
yeah, that's a worthwhile turnover at this stage. First and goal. There's Dobbins. Rams can do almost anything here. Wide open.
Would you guys be tempted in this situation to let it roll, or do you still returning it no matter what?
I would return it from the 11 because it's just too much of a chance for him to get points with all this time and 3 timeouts left for the Rams to come back and get points. Got to return it there.
Got it. Yeah, makes sense. I just had one of those feelings that something bad was going to happen.
Yeah, I'm just too thrilled to get the ball. I just like falling on it. Single setback. Blocking back to Gesicki. First and goal for Los Angeles.
Yeah, second punt returner there, Ed, on that 6 roll.
Or maybe he's saying that's his second fumble because he fumbled and he recovered it first earlier in the game.
Off tackle Dobbins, guess wrong. That card looking very dangerous. He busts off 8 yards. Second and goal at the 2.
He's the only one.
Or am I wrong? Wasn't there an earlier fumbled punt, or was that the Rams fumbling one?
Not that I recall.
Let's see how the Rams stack up.
3 fumbles for Cleveland so far.
Yeah, so he fumbled the punt earlier in the game and recovered it himself.
Is he going to go with Snell as his single setback?
He is.
Again, you might be seeing another Patrick Mahomes sneak up the middle on first down or second goal. Excuse me.
Him up the middle or a pass. Gesicki would be the target, I would think. It's off tackle left Snell as they keep Mahomes. Interesting. The guard is not good enough, and it's third and goal at the 3.
Now, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, I was going to say
full house. Yeah, full house. You get
the full house there. I mean, I value receivers as much as anybody, but you know that's the difference between a touchdown and not right there. Kappa makes that block in a full house. Stays blocking back.
And Dobbins. That's tempting him to call run because if you call run, you're going to stop Dobbins most of the time. So it's Dobbins runs against Patrick Mahomes short pass here.
That's your choices. Third and goal. Hit and run left Dobbins. Guessed wrong. That's the touchdown. Dobbins rolls in 3 yards out.
A run call there would have been -4.
Kick is good, and after a frustrating first half of the Rams, they take the lead 7-6. We still have 52 minutes left in the first half. Cleveland has 2 timeouts, and they're at their own 25.
Yeah, jump out because it's. I think you're locked up there, Anthony. Cleveland comes out 3 wide. David Montgomery in the backfield.
Dotson is their other wide receiver. Montgomery's the back. 3-3-5 defense. Flat pass right to Everett. There's nobody there. And he gets a 10-yarder.
Does not get out of bounds. Let's see if he calls timeout here.
45 seconds to play. He's at the 35-yard line now. Only one timeout left. Montgomery staying behind Burrow. Everett stays at the tight end. Dotson's the extra wide receiver. 1st and 10. 45 seconds to play with one timeout for the Browns. Flat pass left of Montgomery. There's a 4 there. Guessed right. Short gain. Big time. And 18 big ones. Moves him into Rams territory on a flat pass to Montgomery.
That 4-roll split is picked off on the defensive card, of course.
Yeah.
So the Browns don't want to go into the halftime trailing. They have a good chance to get into field goal range at least.
To your point earlier, Dennis, I need some extra yards with Bass. He's not that good from deep.
47-yard line of the Rams.
Taking his time to decide whether he wants to use a timeout or not. And I think he will.
$30 seconds to play. Still a timeout left for Cleveland.
Decides to spike it.
Only problem I have with that, it's not 4-down territory, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I would prefer to time out there than if you get one more first down, you go for the spike. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, you could have done that a couple of ways. 3-3-5 for the Rams. Excellent pass defense. Always tough to go against. There is a 0 at one of the linebacker outside left. Straight pass to Adams. Guarded by a 6. 4 guys in zone. It's 13 yards. Into field goal range of the 34-yard line.
And out of bounds.
Yeah, not to be overlooked, but Burrow is 16 of 21 against an excellent pass defense. He's been landing on his card more often than not, or getting receiver help. But he's throwing into 4-minute zone on that last couple plays, and he's done okay.
Yeah. $22 seconds to play. 1st and 10, 34-yard line. Now he goes with a 2 tight end set with Montgomery the back.
You have time to take a shot here if you want it.
Shot or a run. All is open here for the Cleveland.
I'm
looking for an end run to Montgomery.
34-yard line is a great place to take a shot. Somebody might be thinking, "Hey, I want to guard the 32-yard line, the field goal upgrade." It's exactly where I took a shot against Michael in the fourth quarter, at this exact yard line, and he guessed run. He was playing small ball defense and hit it for a long gain, touchdown.
Yeah, no, I remember that one. That was a good call, Anthony.
Let's see if he remembers.
Yeah.
I still like that shot to Montgomery, although Montgomery's long is 32 yards.
There's the bomb to McLaren.
Michael remembers.
Incomplete. Michael smelled it out. 15 seconds. He still has a timeout left. Still everything pretty open here with 15 seconds.
And he has that timeout in his back pocket, so he goes over the middle, doesn't get out of bounds, he can stop the clock.
But a bomb puts a little birdie in the ear of the Rams, so they got to be aware of that. And it's flat pass left of Montgomery. There's the 4 off there. They're double teaming Adams, so Montgomery's got. Here's the defensive card, and
just gets a yard.
Picks up a yard at the 33. Does that help?
No.
No, not
well,
a little bit.
It helps a little bit with variable. I mean, you can variable your way pretty easily now into that shorter zone.
Yeah, a little closer to the variable, Mac.
Interesting that interesting situation here. If I'm the Browns, I'm thinking I want to run it to get into good field goal range. But if I'm the Rams, I'm thinking, hey, he's going to run it. I'm going to call run here and make him kick it from long distance.
What about look-in pass, guys? What do you think?
With the timeout, you certainly can. Yeah.
You know,
he's sixth linebacker there.
The flats. But it's a flat left to McCarron. 4 is in the zone, and he's guarded by a 5. Quarterback's car and a short gain. Oh my, 12 yards.
Just what the doctor ordered. The Browns should get a chance to go into halftime with the lead.
Oh man. I think we're going with a field goal here, boys. A second left to play. And it's good.
I think we need to give Ed some sort of boost here for spiking when he did, using his timeouts. It worked out perfectly, and it wouldn't have happened unless he spiked it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 9-7, Cleveland takes the lead at the half. NFC Championship game, autumn wind, and the winner to play the Montreal Alouettes, coached by Claude Triquette, and Ed Carpenter in Cleveland, or Michael Reeves and the Rams will be the matchup against Claude.
70 yards for the Rams on offense in the first half, averaging 2.8 yards per play.
Wow.
Yeah, without that fumbled punt, it'd be looking at maybe a 9-0 lead, or maybe with giving Ed more time, it'd be 13-0.
Holmes with a 13.4 passer rating. I think it might worse.
13.4. That's isn't he the best quarterback in football, supposedly?
He is.
Dobbins has only ripped off 4 yards a carry.
We've got a 5-minute break. You guys want to take a break, or do you want to stay on?
I think we should stay on for 4.5 more minutes. Adams, the guarded by a 6, has got 6 passes for 73 yards. That's pretty impressive. He's going at the receivers that are not going to be likely to double team, and Michael might think about double teaming even their guys that are guarded by a 6. Although he has looked for McLaren quite a bit too. 3 catches for 31 yards. I don't know how many targets, but he threw a couple of bombs to McLaren, didn't he?
Yeah. If I'm Michael, I gotta trust that pass defense that is going to show up, especially down. He gets the ball here, so we'll see if Cleveland gets the ball with the lead or not after the result of this first drive in the third quarter. But if you're down, I'd make Cleveland beat me short and long. That's how I would do it. And yeah, I mean, Burrow's perfectly capable of doing that, but Ed is an expert in bleeding you out on small ball. So,
no, I concur with that strategy analysis.
Yeah, and especially when you look, if it was my defense, I wouldn't do that, and you saw that. I mean, I kind of did with a lot of blitzing, a little different approach, but and of course it didn't work. In Michael's case, he's an excellent deep pass guard, so you can rely on those short and long pass guards to get some work for you. Occasionally, you're going to move that safety up to make it 4-man, which is a really barren short pass 4-man zone. Excellent. And sometimes you'll leave him back. You take a look at Ed, he's 7th in the league short pass to long pass ratio, meaning if he's throwing short or long, he's more likely throwing short more than 23 other coaches. So you might bring that safety up a little bit.
I think if Michael and the Rams had thought they would only give up 9 points in the first half, they would have been happy with that. But I think they expected more than 7 points on their own score.
Mm-hmm. Just take a look at the pass to run ratios here.
Cleveland with 12.
9 pass attempts for the Rams compared to 15 run attempts. None of those must runs. So those are all pure play calls. 15-9 run for the Rams. 24-11 in favor of the pass. Cleveland.
Is that pretty consistent with the seasonal stats to your recollection?
Yeah, Cleveland runs 35% of the time. That includes must runs, though, during the regular season. And the Rams 47% run. So, I mean, you're seeing the Rams run a bit more than usual. And you're seeing, just a little more passing than usual for the Browns.
Well, I think he's got carries left for Dobbins, but I think he might be thinking of opening it up a little bit more in the second half because, like you said, Cleveland has a tendency to play small ball and grind it out, and that's going to leave a lot less time. And I think the Rams have to think about scoring in the 20s to win this game.
Yeah. Interestingly, Cleveland faced the run on defense more than anybody else in the league. He was run against 46% of the time. Cleveland was number one. So play calling by the opposing offenses, they tend to run against this team, and you see the Rams doing that.
Ready for the kickoff, the second half. Cleveland kick it to the Rams, who trail 9-7. Touchback, 25-yard line. Let's see what the Rams open up with their halftime game plan in place.
Maybe Michael doesn't know he has it because it was a touchback. Oh, we have a stoppage. We'll stay with them here.
Yeah, I just think that Michael hadn't come back to his computer yet when Carp kicked it, when it kicked it off. I think we're good. I don't think we have a connection problem. We're just waiting.
Well, Ed thinks we do, so he's restarting.
Oh, he does. Huh.
So,
okay.
Do we have to restart then?
We do. I'm curious whether Michael's gonna pop in. So I'm gonna wait till I see the game number before I put it up.
Give me the game number when you get it, would you, Anthony?
Sure. Nothing yet. Interesting. Okay, Michael acknowledges, so I guess we're going to have a new one here.
Is this a typical Stratomatic halftime crash?
Well, if you do wait a long time, and we have one guy over in our stock league, Dennis and I, in the USFL, that stock league, that always takes a minimum 5-minute break. And typically the game does disconnect.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I try to take at least just 2 or 3 minutes at halftime.
Okay, we have a number. 37266 is our number.
37266. Okay.
Give him a second. Okay. we are back. We think. Once we see a formation, we'll believe it. There we go. So it's Hunt in the backfield here, 1st and 10. He has a slew of carries. No worries there for him. And continue running.
6 yards. Okay, I got it.
You're up there, Duke? Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. Short game for Dobbins, of course.
Second and 4. Hunt now in the back. Gesicki blocking back. Moore split wide left. Hamler wide right. Second and 4. Just starting the third period. Rams at their own 31.
Some deliberate play calling here, or either that or we're stuck again, which wouldn't surprise me either.
Come on. We are...
Yeah, we're stuck.
Stuck.
You're thinking of switching hosts, I guess. Both these...
Always manual save, guys. Just remember that. Always manual save. Don't trust your autosave. Autosave's a good backup, but the manual save will put you right back where you were. Especially if both sides do it. Especially when there's a crash on one side. Doesn't matter if you're hosting or not. Always manual save.
They say to do what?
Manual save. Always go. If the game crashes, always go game, save, game, even though autosave is on.
Okay.
Also, both teams should really reboot at this point, but let them try switching hosts first.
And they did in the first half. Both did a full reboot, but yeah, sometimes.
Both these coaches, first time a chance to get to the Super Bowl championship game and autumn win. So big game for Ed and Michael here.
It's going to be 41727. Let me give him a second here.
Okay.
Yeah, not working. All right, then we have one from Ed. Competing game numbers. 13637.
What number is it?
We don't know yet for sure, but the latest and greatest is 13637.
13637?
Yep.
Okay, let's try that one.
Give it a second. Nope. Nope, that one's not working. All right, we're going to take a break here because I'm going to do some DMing with them directly, which is always best to be done behind the scenes. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we are back. We had a 6-yard loss on a guest right run for Hunt. Our game number is 54072.
54072.
072. Yeah. Just let me know when you're in there.
Okay, I'll just call it on your screen here.
Yep.
To begin with. Okay, 3rd and 10 for the Rams. Gesicki is the lone back. It's going to be 4 wide receivers, Gage and Osborne in there with Jones and Moore. Mahomes looking to get the team moving here in the third period as they had a really terrible first half for the passing game of the Rams. 3rd and 10, 3-3-5 for the Browns. It's a short pass to Jones, and they're double teaming Jones, and it's incomplete. He had a couple of good gains there, and that'll bring about a 4th and 10 and a punt situation for the Rams as they couldn't capitalize on getting the ball in the second half. They trailed by only 2, though. $50-yard punt helps with the field possession if you can do a little coverage here.
He'd be happy if he just holds on to the ball.
Yeah, hold on to the ball, and if the defensive kicking team can cover and not give up, but it's 15 yards, and Cleveland's got good field position and a 2-point lead at the 40-yard line. Montgomery, the running back, it's Hundley. with Everett and Woods the tight ends. McLaren split wide right, and Adams split left with a 6 guarding him. Everett's got a 6 guarding him at the tight end slot. He's thrown a few times to Woods with his 4 on him. Now it's off tackle Hundley to guess his pass. He went right, so there's a couple of 4s sitting in there. Guarded fumble, 0, no gain. 2nd 10 at the 40. Just starting the third period of the NFC Championship game of autumn wind. Winner here between the Browns and the Rams goes to the Super Bowl against the Montreal Alouettes. Montgomery the back. Second and 10. He's thrown several flat passes to Montgomery. Here's a short pass to Adams. They're double teaming McLaren. So he's gone to the tough wide receiver with a 6 against him several times, but it blanks out on Burrow's card, bringing about a 3rd and 10. Either quarterback had great first half, but Burrow was much, much better than Mahomes. Going with 3 wideouts, brings in Dotson here. Puts Woods in the blocking back position with 3rd and 10 for Burrow and the Browns. This is a spot where you can throw a bomb and it's like a punt, isn't it? If you get it intercepted.
Sure. Pretty much. Like to be maybe 10 yards up from here, but yeah. This is a nice spot for this defense. 3rd and 10 is 4 men in zone, short, pretty much guaranteed.
Short pass to Adams again. They're double teaming Dotson. There's 4 men in the short pass zone, and it's 13 yards and a 1st down for the Browns.
You see the lack of pass rush there costing Michael. Gets a 22 roll on the 100 die. Have any sort of pass rush, you're going to make that sack, but had a 0% chance.
So the Rams have gone 3 and out 3 times today. The Browns have yet to go 3 and out.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. Yeah, it does seem like they've kind of had consistent movement. Linebacker Montgomery on a 1st down from the 47-yard line. That'll pick up 6 yards. I guess wrong. And it's 2nd and 4 as the Browns creep closer to field goal range and control of the second half. They've held on to the lead for most half, but the Rams took a 7-6 lead on a fumbled punt. It set up their first touchdown. Otherwise, the Rams haven't been driving into Brown territory very often. 2nd and 4, Montgomery, the running back for the Browns. Short pass to Woods. They're double teaming McLaren again. Going after McLaren a lot on those double teams. There's another 13-yard gain on the same roll. 1st down, Browns. Yeah, pounded it. 1st and 10, Rams 28-yard line. Just got started. 4.5 minutes gone in the 3rd period.
And I guess the key there is he's finding Burrow's card a lot. I mean, that's what you need against this excellent D.
Yeah, I mean, to complete 74% of your passes against excellent D is
unheard of. There's a 6 there, but it's 11 yards on the on Everett's card. Nice card by Everett. And another 1st down now in the red zone, the 17-yard line of the Rams as Cleveland starts to move down the field.
everything on offense for the Browns just seems to come easy, and with the Rams, it's like he's on the struggle bus.
Off tackle Montgomery, and the guess is pass. And he gets 6 yards on the offensive cards, and Browns are getting the right side of the cards here.
Yeah, nice call by Michael there, putting 2 men in zone. But living on the guessed wrong cards of the Browns right now.
2nd and 4
sometimes guessed right.
11-yard line. Huntley, the lone back with 2 tight ends. There's a flat pass right to Everett, and the zero's there in the zone. And it gains 2 yards.
Loses 2.
Loses 2. Excuse me.
I'll tell you what, as easy as it's been for the Rams to move the ball, this would be, if the Browns to move the ball, if the Rams can hold them to a field goal here, all that struggle is going to go away if you can just put together one touchdown drive and take the lead.
No, you're right. Wasn't that the case in the Super Bowl in the NFL? You just got one time to put a team away. If you don't do it, they can come back at any time. That's exactly what's going on here. And ironically, who's on the other side of the Browns but Patrick Mahomes?
Interesting to see the 2 tight here. You can't imagine he's going for it on 4th and 1. Maybe. But you want to get that more than field goal lead. So you can double team all you want here. You got 2 safeties to double up. He's going to use 1 to blitz. Okay, that makes sense. What's Montgomery got? 0. Yeah. He's got a free hand to do that. And just to jinx the Rams, they had the number 1 red zone defense in the autumn wind.
Okay, that does jinx them officially. 3rd and 6. Big play. Flat pass left to Adams. They're double teaming Woods. There's only a 4 out there. But there's a 6 guarding him. Incomplete. He blanks out on Burrow's card. 4th and 6. And
I was expecting that short gain on 3. That's what I thought was going to hit.
Yeah.
He missed it.
Oh, he missed it. Oh my. All that, and the Rams still only down by 2. Oh my. Michael has got to be just pleased. I mean, he would take this. 8:06 to play in the 3rd, and he's only a field goal takes the lead for the Rams. They can motor some offense. They take over at the 20. Dobbins the back, Mahomes the quarterback, and it's an off-tackle Dobbins. Guessed wrong, but he gets on the defensive card and can't handle the 6 roll, and he blanks out for 2nd and 10 on the 20.
Well, the quantity of rolls is not going the Rams' way, but the quality of bad rolls is going the Rams' way, which is why we have a close game.
That's a good analysis. Yeah, it's quantity versus quality, but it's there's been some rough rolls for Los Angeles. 2nd and 10. Dobbins still in there. And run Dobbins.
Can you get his card?
You need his card on this one.
No.
Oh, my.
So Dobbins goes for how many dozens of yards there? Let's see.
Oh, my God.
44.
44. Oh, instead, he gets 3. Oh, my. Michael, you got to get a few rolls here. 3rd and 7 at the 23. Rams desperate for a first down and just start some momentum going here in the 3rd period.
At some point, this yards per play has got to turn around, but now he's at 2.4.
Oh, God, that is just horrifying. But he's only down by 2. You got to keep saying that to yourself. Yeah. And don't really change much of your game plan, really. 4 wideouts, short pass Gesicki. They're double teaming Jones. Incomplete. Oh, my. What rolls for the Rams.
Guess he's glad he didn't go to the offensive card that time. Would have been a pick split, 2 through 5.
Yeah. Oh, what a break for Michael, huh? A 36-yard punt. Oh, God, help me. Help me.
Nice return.
16-yard return, and it's going to give Cleveland the ball at the Rams' 43-yard line. There is little worst case scenario than that. 1st and 10. Now let's see if what the clock management looks like from the Browns. Hundley's is back, going with the double tight ends. Let's see if Michael and the Rams' defensive calling changes and really goes to throttle this short game.
I would expect that. Question is whether Ed's expecting it.
Yeah. Look in Everett, and there's a 6 there. Guarded by a 6. He gets 10 yards on the receiver card. Oh.
We mentioned last time, or Anthony mentioned earlier, that it was 9 targets or 9 catches for Everett. He's up to 8 now. Come on now, throw a little free safety double team in there once in a while.
And Everett finished 3rd in the league in flat pass and looking past targets.
Well, he's throwing to the receivers that have 6s on him because he doesn't want the double team. There's a blitz shown by the Rams at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Off tackle Hundley, guess was pass. There's a couple of tackles there, so there's a little bit of defense there, and he gets a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 at the 34 of the Rams. That was kind of an aggressive call on the Rams' part.
Good call. Good call. That's
Yep. 2nd and 11. Montgomery the back now.
Blitzing here. The Browns are number 1 in the league in flat passing and 2nd and long.
And he might go to Montgomery or possibly Woods. And he goes to Montgomery on a look-in pass. There's a 4 there. Guarded by a 4. And he gets 6. Brings about a 3rd and 5 at the 28-yard line. Still, with all the domination by Cleveland on the possession and the yardage, they're only up by 2. 28-yard line. Kind of shaky field goal range. 3rd and 5. He's going to go with the standard 2 tight end set and Montgomery the back. But Rams go with the 3-3-5.
I'm doubling Everett and Montgomery here.
Those are his 2 top flat pass targets.
Yeah, I think that would be a good call.
He might run it though. Could try to get the roll on the D card against the.
It'd be interesting to see if Ed runs it here.
Yeah, using those 5s because he's not going to. He will not break containment against Wagner. Probably Wagner's in the middle there, but he's one of those offensive, onside tackles +7 or +2.
And it's a short pass to Woods, and he's double teaming Adams and Everett. See what Burrow can do here.
Got it.
Beats him with a 6 and 18 yards. Holy hoo-hoo. Beats him
right at the 10-yard line, where you want to be.
Oh, my. Still only a 2-point lead for Cleveland. 2 tight ends, Montgomery the back.
You have to be careful what you say in broadcasts, but, I say this often. I like to run draws here. Short pass. Woods, 4 men.
We haven't seen that 9 on the 4-minute zone card yet.
There's the 11, incomplete. 2nd and goal, the 10.
That 2 through 8, pick on 9 that could save Michael if he throws another short pass.
Hundley now the back. Second and goal, 3:36 to play in the third period. There's been no score here in the third period.
Ed got a run call with Huntley in the backfield in a similar spot earlier in the game.
Short pass to McLaren. He's double teaming Adams after he's been double teaming McLaren a lot. And it's incomplete. Burrow misses. Bringing about a third and goal. Looks like he's going to go with 3 wide receivers and Woods. Everett's still at the tight end spot. Let's see what the Rams counter with defense.
I don't know. The way the Rams' offense is playing today, a 2-score lead would seem very difficult to overcome at this point.
It would seem.
Yeah. They need to get a stop here.
3-3-5 with the blitz. Okay, so
flat pass to Everett, flat pass right at the 0 is what Ed's going to call. That's my prediction.
That could be. Or a flat pass left.
Yeah, that seems like the wise play here. I totally agree. Avoid that pick split. Get your 2-score lead. Maybe get a touchdown. Oh, uh-oh.
How much for that?
Dawson. Michael picked.
Oh, and it would have been complete because he was a 5-6.
What a call by Michael.
Perhaps a game-saving call.
That's it. That's a game-saving call. Exactly. Bass has to go with the field goal attempt. It's good. Cleveland Browns 12, Los Angeles Rams 7, 2:42 to play in the third. And Michael dodged one there with a good call, and now he's got to get that offense going somehow, some way.
I'm not panicking yet if I'm Michael. I'm saving my Mahomes end runs for later.
Yeah. He hasn't used one yet, has he?
He's used one. He's got 2.
2 left, right?
Yep. I don't bring him out on this drive. Those end runs command run calls, especially around the 20s in the plus territory. You got to get those run calls then.
And definitely don't use them when Dobbins is in the game because you're already going to call run because of Dobbins. So don't waste Mahomes' end run in that spot.
Yeah, that's a good point. 1st and 10, 25-yard line. 3-4 defense for the Browns. Short pass Moore. Guess right.
4 men.
Incomplete. Mahomes misses. Moore couldn't bring it in. It was off his fingertips. 2nd and 10. Very frustrating offense so far for the Rams, but we still have more than a quarter to play. 2nd and 10.
Ed, and we talked about it in the postgame, Ed bringing up that safety. I mean, at some point, you're going to have to launch a few deep here. You got a great card with Mahomes. Again, brings up the safety in the short pass. Again, 4-man.
Incomplete. Mahomes misses again. Whew. That passer ratings, we couldn't get into single digits.
Yeah, and Mahomes has, of course, a long gain on 8, so he's throwing deep there, like Anthony suggested. But just the quick numbers from the box score. The Rams so far, 73 yards of total offense compared to 286 for the Browns.
Whoa.
4 first downs for the Rams compared to 17 for the Browns. So, yeah, it's
so the Rams
stark
are
contrast.
17, right? 17, 20 points?
Nope, only 5.
Short pass Osborne must run 18 yards by Mahomes.
That'll bring up the average yards per play finally.
That could be a momentum changer right there.
That was a triple double, and he was throwing to the only of the 3 wideouts that wasn't doubled.
Yeah, Good observation and good roll this time. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Now, there could be an attitude acceleration here for the Rams team here as they start to move the ball closer to ground territory, which they haven't been in very often, except for a fumbled punt. That might off tackle right. Dobkins gets pass. There's the short gain, 14 yards. Here comes Los Angeles, only trailing by 5. 43-yard line. Tick, 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 tick in the third quarter.
I want to see Hamler out there. Let's see.
There's a fascinating scenario here with the complete domination in yardage, time of possession, and here come the Rams with a chance to take the lead.
There's Hamler. Down to 3 carries for Dobbins, I believe, to the first fatigue level. Usually runs right through that first fatigue level, as he should.
Off tackle, Dobbins. Call his pass, but it goes on the defensive chart. The 6 only gets 2 yards.
Once again, Cleveland brought the free safety up to the short pass zone.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot. 2nd and 8. We're down territory for sure here. When you think?
Maybe.
Come on,
when you have this defense, it just changes the equation on a lot of things.
Dennis, are you there? Go big or go home?
How about go big and go home?
No. Oh no, there's a flat pass that's not going to get squat. It loses 4.
4th and 1, I'm certainly going for it. Everything else is a long thought. So 12 yards is within Mahomes' range, as you'd expect.
45-yard line, 3rd and 12. Oh, help me. 4th quarter starts, 15 minutes left in the NFC Championship game of autumn wind. Winner here goes to the Super Bowl for the first time in their coaching careers in autumn wind. 3rd and 12. 3 wideouts, and Dobbins the back. I'm thinking Zay Jones here.
Well, we had the triple double. Does he counter with a flat pass this time? That's my question. Or maybe go short to Gesicki.
Yeah, we got the 226 in there.
327.
There you try a look in. Look into Gesicki.
I think I'm looking at a flat pass.
Short pass, Zay Jones. They're double teaming Osborne. 13 yards. Oh, Mahomes threads the needle for 13. And my color guys analyzing the Mahomes card identify those numbers of 12 and 13 there at 5 and 6. And he nailed the 13-yarder, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Huge first down and pass by Mahomes and the Rams at the 32-yard line of Cleveland. Oh, my. End run Hunt gets past. He gets 8 yards out of it. Not bad.
Now we're nearing the territory where Anthony identified this might be a good spot for some end runs. Not on 2nd and 2, but you might look for an end run on the next first down if he gets one.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm still holding him. I like my chances here, playing straight.
I'll tell you, right now, at this point of the game, I would like to be the Rams. I wouldn't want to be Cleveland right now. This is not off tackle Hunt. Guess wrong. Let's see, in the 6th, it takes 17 yards because the defensive end couldn't handle it, and it's 1st and goal at the 7-yard line for the Rams.
So that's one time the defensive ends couldn't make the play.
Yeah. Cleveland comes in last in the league in red zone defensive efficiency.
First and goal at the 7. Dobbins, and 2 tight ends in there. He could throw to Croft here.
Well, you don't want to end run to Mahomes here with Dobbins in the game.
Short pass Gesicki in the
Keeps the pick.
Intercepted. Oh my. Oh, dear.
Were you guys with me on the last broadcast? I say I don't like to do it on first down because first down seems that 9 comes up a lot more than it should.
Oh, guessed wrong? Holy crap. Oh my. I don't know.
There's that last in the league red zone defense showing up, right?
Still might want to be the Rams. This is a shaky 5-point lead as far as I'm concerned, even though it's been dominated by Cleveland. Hundley, the lone back on the 20-yard line as they take over on an interception. 12:54 to play in the game. Do the Rams change their defense or they just play it straight up here?
I'm still playing small ball, still letting them beat me short and long. And do it fast, by the way, if you do it, because you want to keep the clock here. What you don't want is a long drive and a field goal.
Good point. Flat pass right to Everett. There's a 0 out there, but he's guarded by a 6. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Another pass to Everett without a free safety.
10 on the offensive card.
Oh.
Sorry, Dennis.
I was just saying another pass to Everett without a free safety double team.
Is
at some point.
Is Ed able to choose somehow which part he wants, offense or defense? That's not an option, is it? Second and 5, Cleveland 25. Hundley the back. Double tight ends. Off tackle left, Hundley. There's only 2 guys there. And the guard makes the block, and he gets the first down, 7 yards at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 now. Cleveland with the ball, winning by 5 against the excellent pass defense of the Los Angeles Rams. Hundley, the running back. Off tackle left, Hundley. The guess is pass. There's a couple of tackles in there. The onside tackle is not good enough, so he only gets a yard. 2nd and 9. Hundley's still in there at 2nd and 9. Off tackle Hundley. He goes right this time. 2 4s over there. 4 yards. Guess wrong. Kind of fortunate there. A lot more damage could have been done than 4 yards. 3rd and 5. Containment is in effect. Rams got to turn the screws here.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of short gains either way. Neither of them have. They both have very good running backs against strong, but they haven't really hit on those short gain numbers.
That's true. That's good. Yeah, very few. 3rd and 5.
And not a ton of white dice 6 rolls either. So.
Montgomery.
They got them all last game.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a look into Montgomery. There's a flat pass right to McLaren. There's a 0 there, but he's guarded by 5.
Ooh, interception
6.
split. If he would have doubled him, that would have been a pick.
Goes with 6 to get the 8 yards and a first down.
So 5 plays so far on this drive. All 5 have been small ball calls. 3 runs, 2 flat passes.
And he just beat a 5 defensive back with a 6 roll for the first down. Otherwise, he'd be punting with only a 5-point lead. Cleveland moves to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Coached by Ed Carpenter. This will be his first trip to the Hooper Bowl if he can hold on to this lead, playing against Michael Reeves, who's really very responsible for the volume of broadcasts that we're doing here, but he couldn't broadcast this one because he's coaching the Rams. 1st and 10, Montgomery. Woods at the blocking back spot. What's that all about? Is the single set with blocking back, is that a better run offense than the 2 tight ends?
No, it's the same.
It's
When you
better
have
for
a zero. When you
it's
have
better
zero,
for pass protection a little bit.
I think you get +1 in both, right?
Yeah, but we're on a 2-minute break right now. As Ed had to go run to the bathroom or something, so he's back.
So it's a little bit better on the pass protection.
I think they both get +1.
Anytime you have a blocking back in there and it calls for a blocking back reading.
Yeah, even if
he can block.
Yeah, well, let's just say it's a 1 defensive end against a 0 blocking back. At least you still have a chance to stop it.
Hey, can anybody explain to me how Kyle Youssef had a 0 block rating this year?
According to
we talked about it. Right?
He wasn't very good. He just wasn't a very good blocker this year.
Football Focus said he was bad. Is that it?
Well, whatever source they use.
Well, he's all pro this year. I'm expecting my 6 back.
Yeah, Glenn says he just wasn't very good.
Yeah. Short pass to Woods. They're double teaming Adams, but Michael did get his pass. There's 3 guys in zone, and it's beats.
So that's an example there. I mean, was it blocking back? So Woods faced the left linebacker. I mean, that would be one reason to do it.
It was Woods. Okay, so he beat the linebacker.
But he must have been too tight because he had Adrian Phillips was a 4 is what they were looking at. So so it was too tight.
Here's a look-in pass to Adams. There's a 6 sitting there. 2nd and 10, incomplete.
Finally, the 6 makes the play.
Yeah.
It's been waiting for that.
Rams, Browns in Rams territory at the 42, 2nd and 10. Montgomery's the back.
And that was a white die 6 too, so he needed every one of those numbers to stop that play.
Yeah. Critical defensive set here for the Rams.
We don't see a lot of draws from Ed, so I really don't mind this blitz call at all. I mean, you're taking a chance of a score.
Flat pass Everett.
Some decent sack numbers.
Right. There's a 0 there, but he's guarded by a 6. And the defender rating comes up and he loses 2.
No problem for Burrow. 12 yards to go.
No, 3rd and 12 at the 44.
Many different ways, too.
And Ed hasn't exactly just been running the ball. He's been putting it in the air quite a bit. Looks like Woods is going to be the behind Burrow. Dotson comes in here. He's thrown to him a few times. He's been double-teamed a few times. McLaren's got the 5 on him. Everett has a 6. Adams has a 6. So
Michael has been bringing him up usually when he blitzes. He usually doesn't fake it. So Ed's probably thinking about deep to Dotson. May move away from it, but he's thinking about it.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he's coming. Short pass.
Plenty of blitz. Gets him.
Oh, there. Once again, Michael makes a great call. Listens at the right time and sends it back to punt formation. 7:48 to play, and still the Rams within a touchdown of the lead. Gill, the punter.
And that was a sack against one of those 7 pass blockers. Bobby Wagner beating Damian Lewis. Seahawk on Seahawk crime.
Ram on Seahawk, technically.
And the Rams take over at the 20-yard line Exactly half a quarter to go in the NFC Championship game of autumn wind, and Cleveland Browns lead 12-7. Rams with the ball, all 3 timeouts, 80 yards away from the lead.
All right. Well, to me now, the Mahomes end run's in play, although I still wait till I get past the 50.
Yeah, that's probably without Dobbins in there, of course.
Yeah.
Hunt the back. Has Dobbins used up his first level of carries?
He's got a few left.
No, he still has a handful left, 3 or 4 at least.
Okay. Cleveland in the 3-4. This is a huge series for the Rams.
Dobbins has 2 unfatigued and then 4 more at the next 2 fatigue levels.
Short pass more. 4 men in zone. They were covering one of the flat zones with 2. And it's 15 yards and no fumble. Mahomes to Moore for 15. Out to the 35-yard line of the Rams. Good start here for Los Angeles. Dobbins comes in.
Another 4-man situation. You got to think that Hamler's going deep here.
At some point, you got to crank it up. But watch, as soon as he does it, it'll be a pick on the.
How many bombs has he thrown? Has he thrown a bomb?
I don't
One,
think so.
maybe. I can't remember, but I don't think. Not
think
very many.
I can't remember a bomb. Hamler has some big gains, even though he's not big on the combos, but he's going against a 4, and he hasn't had targeted Hamlin much. There's an off tackle right to Hunt. The guesses pass. The offensive tackle can't make the block, and he only gets a yard.
I didn't catch what Ed did there with the free safety.
2nd and 9. Rams at their 36-yard lines.
And you can really go deep to either of them, even more against the 5. You love the receiver rating there, which is going to come up a lot more if there's 0 back and you double teams Hamler. He brings it up to safety in the short pass zone again.
There's a short gain.
Short gain, 13 yards. First down Rams at the 49-yard line. 5:42 to play. So that's 1 or 2 carries left for Dobbins.
I'll check it out for you here.
One unfatigued.
I think one.
One unfatigued, and then 2 more fatigue level 1 and 2 more fatigue level 2. So 5 feasible carries.
Hunt the back now with Croft at tight end. Gazecki is the blocking back.
Seems like a long pass or end run Mahomes situation to me. 4 downs to work with. Nope. Boy.
Keeps risking that pick by throwing in a 4-minute zone.
And he beat them for 20 yards. He beat the 4 with a big
and saved a pick there. If you would have went deep,
exactly.
that split, it would have been a pick.
I was just gonna say that. That's exactly the role I was talking about. We keep harping on him to go deep. He goes deep, throws a pick on Mahomes or Carter on a low split chance on the 7.
1st and 10, Cleveland 31-yard line, 5:06 to play. Cleveland with a 5-point lead, clinging to a 5-point lead. Dobbins in there with Gazecki at the blocking back spot. Flat pass left to Gazecki. There's a 5 out there. 7 yards. Mahomes.
First time we've seen that come up today.
2nd and 3 at the 24.
Mahomes still hasn't got over 100 passing yards in the game.
He's still under 100?
9 for 19 for 81 yards.
Oh, my God. 2nd and 3. Nice situation for the Rams. Like I said, I think I'd still rather be in the Rams situation. It seems like they're due for a few bizarre rolls here somewhere along the row.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 3. Dobbins, the lone back, with Gesicki, the blocking back, and it's a linebacker. Dobbins. Guess wrong. Nobody extra in the middle there. 6 yards. 1st and 10. In the red zone at the 18. Tick, 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 tick. 3:54.
Haven't seen a run call from Ed in a while, so if I'm Michael, I'm just going to keep pounding it up the middle with Dobbins or Hunt. Just keep running.
That's
wait
right.
Wait till the goals run.
I can't remember the last run call. You're right. It's been a long time. And Dobbins is still back there, a little bit fatigued.
So just for those who don't know, fatigue level 1, -1.
Short pass Gesicki, 14 yards. Holy hoo-hoo. What a game we have here, boys. 1st and goal at the 4. 3:18 to play. Oh, my.
Fatigue level 2 is -2. Fatigue level 3, you go from guess right, guess wrong to guess right to keyed.
Oh, my.
Michael plays it pretty straight in here. 1st and goal, he's 12th in the league in running, 19th in passing. So doesn't really show his hand. That's a great spot to be. I try to build that resume during the regular season.
Now, Mahomes has a carry left, right?
Two.
He's got 2 left. Oh, my.
From the 4-yard line, I'm not using it.
Nope. So this is going to be a Snell off tackle.
Yep.
To go with the 4. Full house backfield. Snell and Dobbins with Ford, the blocking back, fullback. See what Ed calls here. Obviously, we're in critical situation here for both teams.
Goes full house now. Would have had the touchdown on a previous possession if you went for
Linebacker Dobbins. Guess was pass.
Touchdown.
Got it.
Got the block with the full house backfield, makes the block, and now I think we're gonna have a 2-point try, boys.
Full house was the difference.
This is a big two score. 3 minutes to play. The Rams take.
I'll just point out that ex-Autumn Wind Seahawk Ben Jones made the block, just like ex-Autumn Wind Seahawk Bobby Wagner got him the sack on the last play.
Short pass to Moore.
Incomplete.
But it's incomplete. He's got a defender on him. He went to somebody with a good, decent defender, and it's only a 1-point lead for the Rams. He left 3 minutes on the clock for the Cleveland Browns, who have been leading the entire game. Now, after 57 minutes gone, they're trailed by 1.
It's a nice spot for Cleveland. Nice spot for Cleveland.
Yep.
You just need a field goal.
He wishes he had a better kicker right now.
A little late to make that move, though.
Not a bad one, though. Just take a quick look at Bass.
Yeah, that's not horrible. You don't want to leave that chance at the 2 through 9
right here
and 12. As good as that seems, 10 and 11 can come up with regularity. 1st and 10 off tackle right. Hundley guesses pass. It's only a
tough roll.
Oh, bad roll. Bad. 2nd and 8, 2:06 to play. Tom, not really a big factor here for Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And just to emphasize the point I made earlier, the Browns have still not gone 3 and out this game. So
that's good. And now he's got 4 downs to play with.
Well, I don't think Cleveland does. If they get to 3rd and long, they're punting, or 3rd and even short, they're punting. But oh no, not punting.
No, they're not.
Don't point.
They're not going to punt, Dennis. Trust me.
I was going to say this might be their first 3 and out, but no, 2 minutes left. What are you thinking? Of course not.
Yeah, this is they got 4 downs to play with. So 2 yards on first down is not a killer yet. Montgomery, the lone back. I keep running the ball here. Flat pass right to McLaren. 2 men in zone, though. See what Michael Reeves makes another dramatic call at the right time.
Just misses the pick.
So that would have been 7 then, huh? On the quarterback card?
Four,
not sure. I'm not sure what you
four
mean
would
by
have been
that.
incomplete, I believe, right?
On the quarterback?
Oh, +7. Got it on the flat.
Is it +7? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Incomplete.
That's his blank. Yeah. Guessed right.
Oh, yeah.
7 is on a 6.
3rd and 8.
Well, you just want to get into break contain here. I mean, that's your first objective. First objective is first down. Second objective is get 4 yards.
Yeah. So I'm kind of assuming some kind of a flat pass.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're Michael, you just need 2 good calls here.
Yeah, two good calls gets you to the Hooper Bowl here. I would look for a flat pass to Adams. That's my call.
Montgomery does not reliably get you 4 yards on the linebacker.
3rd and 8. Montgomery in the shotgun. He's got a good flat pass card. Michael playing a 3-3-5. Two-minute warning. Cleveland has 3 timeouts, but it's a big 3rd and 8 call here. 13-12, Rams lead it with a Hooper Bowl appearance on the line.
Flat pass to Montgomery's definitely in play. There's no asterisks along the line.
I might be pushing the issue here if I was Michael and showing blitz and trying to get them out of this, but a sack here would be.
You show blitz and you get that bullet show up, you could get killed.
Yeah, but you live by blitz, you die by the blitz. So sometimes it works out that way.
And it effectively takes Montgomery out,
Yeah, he can't be a target if he's got to stay back there and block. So
flat pass right to Montgomery. There's a 0 there.
Looking for that 6. Oh,
9 yards. 9. Not 7. 9. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. 152 and 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Oh, dear.
Now, yeah. I mean, so somehow the Cleveland win probability goes down on that. I think all of us realize now the Cleveland win probability just doubled.
Yeah. I mean, now all of a sudden, I told you a half hour ago I wanted to be the Rams. Now I want to be Cleveland. I'll take Cleveland's position right now. But it's anybody's game now. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. 2 great coaches here. Ed Carpenter and Michael Reeves. Off tackle right, Hundley, who gets his pass. There's nobody extra. There's 2 4s sitting over there. 5-yard gain for Hundley as he creeps closer and closer to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5.
He was due for that short gain. I thought we had it coming there.
Yeah, you're right. There haven't been a lot of those short gains on the guest wrong. And these wrong cards are filled with short gains. 1:22 to play. Now, Michael has to start thinking about conserving time.
Well, not yet. Not until he gets into field goal range or gets close to field goal range.
Exactly, yeah. But thinking about it, when he gets into field goal range, if he does, he's got to have time left to come back. It's a really cat and mouse here. 2nd and 5. Montgomery, the lone back. 3-4 defense for the Rams. Boy, I don't know what either coach is going to do. They're better than I am. Short pass to McLaren. They're double teaming Montgomery. "13 yards. Oh, dear. To the 42-yard line of the Rams. 1st and 10. I mean, he can just do anything now, the Browns.
You can make the case that he'd been better off blitzing and getting a touchdown if you're the Rams.
Yeah, you can make a case for that.
On that sniper.
Yeah, no, actually that is true because you milk the clock here. You don't have anything left to work with, but we'll see. Michael has been making some great defensive plays here in the second half.
And you can never count out these INTs on an excellent card. You just can't count them out.
Yeah, that's true. Let's not jinx anybody here. Michael's showing the blitz here. 52 seconds to play. 1st and 10. Hundley's back. 2 tight ends.
I'm running it if I'm Ed.
Off tackle Hundley goes to the right. There's somebody there. It's a pass call. There were double teaming Adams there.
Just a 4 on the run.
9 yards on the offensive card. 2nd and 1. Oh, I hate that. I hate those 9-yard gains and you need to stop the guy.
You gotta let it run, I guess, if you're the Rams. No choice, really.
Yeah, you can see if Cleveland's going to call it. Yeah, now you're getting in a real tough situation in terms of clock management.
I mean, I guess there's a case for both. There's a case for both.
That's what I'm saying. There's
either way.
There's a big case for both. 30 seconds to play. So now, at that stage, I really think the Rams got to be thinking of the timeout. Let's see what they play here. How conservative will Ed be? How aggressive will Michael and the Rams be defensively? They got the 3-3-5 in there with a blitz on 2nd and 1. I think he's going to call run, but it's a look-in pass to Everett, and he gets to 1 yard. 1 yard on the defensive card. Oh, my.
So that moves them up into 2 through 9, 12, but you have a lot of variable risk right here.
Yeah, I told you what I think. The 2 through 9 and 12 scares the hell out of me.
Even scarier is the 2 through 5 if you get a.
Yeah, of course. But it's but the 2 through 9 and 12 looks so automatic, but you and I know it isn't. 22 seconds to play. Cleveland took a timeout now with 22 seconds. He's got a 1st and 10. He can really move in closer here for a much better field goal try. So now the Rams have to think that maybe he'll be taking the timeouts, and he'll have his three left if he needs them. Now the Rams got to think of stopping him here, though. They can't let him get another 10 yards. He's blitzing. He's playing the 3-3-4 and blitzing, showing blitz. Look into Everett. They're key in Montgomery. There's a 6 there. He's guarded by a 6. You want the defensive card. If he gets the offensive card in 10 yards. Oh, Michael was begging for the defensive card, and now the 22-yard line is very problematic here. He's probably 2 through 10 there, right?
Still 2 through 9, 12, all the way up to the 12-yard line.
Oh, all the way to he's still – I didn't know that.
His miss came, I think, in that 2 through 9, 12 inside the 20.
Well, I'd want to get a little closer if I was Cleveland. He calls the timeout. 15 seconds to play. He's showing the kick. Is he really going to kick it here?
At least
never kick on 1st down. Never kick on 1st down.
Yeah, with 15 seconds, there's still something to be said for this. Is a safer call, actually.
Bad juju kicking on 1st down. Strat don't like you.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. That juju is a factor here. Tyler Bass with a chance to send his team to the Uber Bowl and his coach Ed Carpenter for the first time. Please don't crash now.
Wide right, Buffalo, anybody?
Boy, you are looking for the jinx. It's good. Right down the middle. Right down the middle.
I told you don't believe those superstitions.
And we break the announcer jinx.
Now, remind me here. Does Strat take this down to 1 second on the scoring play, Dennis?
It goes to 8
I think
seconds.
so. No, I think it's 2 ticks. But I'm locked up. I don't know about you guys.
It is one of the oddities that when you score a touchdown with 15 seconds, it takes it down to 1. I know that much. I just don't know about the field goal.
I think a field goal would take. I'm guessing 8.
It should be 8. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, they don't listen to us though, Anthony. You know, they don't take our advice ever.
So for the post game, everybody, we're going to have Michael set up a separate broadcast.
You guys were great. Dennis and Michael and Anthony, you guys were great. This was so much fun.
You did a great job calling. And you still might have a play to call. Let's see. We just don't know exactly. I should know
I think it's locked
how
up.
many ticks it takes on a field goal.
Yeah. Did we crash?
It looks like we did.
That's a bad time to crash.
Yes, Ed, you made the field goal.
All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. I'll talk to you later. Congratulations, Ed.
All right, Dennis.
Good job.
It looks like
Good job, Michael.
Is it over?
Well, Ed doesn't know if he saved it or not. I've got it saved here. We're just going to cut out real fast, Duke, because I'm going to send them the save game file, which I have to dive deep into my computer.
Is there going to be a new game number?
Yeah, there's going to be.
Let me know what it is when you get it.
All right, we'll be right back. Okay, Duke. So what we've done is we've saved the game here manually. That's why it's important to save manually.
Yeah.
And I might have been the only one of the three of us anyway that saved it. So I sent them that save game file, and what they would do is basically download that file, and then they go to Strat, Leagues, Autumn Wind, and save that folder. You place it in there, and it'll show up when they try to reload the game. That's
Wow. And if you hadn't have saved it, it would have been gone?
it might have been gone. It might have been because apparently it crashed on Ed.
That is strange.
And Michael didn't see it. They made field goal.
That is something to worry about. Wow, you'll have to explain that to me. I'm so naive or ignorant on the technical things. I couldn't. I usually just close it down and it saves it automatically.
Right, but if it crashes, then you usually end up, a tick or two, or click or two, I should say, behind. Which in this case would be missing the field goal.
Yeah, so you're gonna wait till they give you a number, then, right?
Right. They haven't responded to these instructions though, which is a little bit worrisome. We knew somebody was sort of taking the bull by the horns.
8 seconds or 1 second left?
We haven't found that out yet.
Oh, okay. What a game. What a game. These are amazing, these games, the way they come down.
Yeah.
To just a few little plays. There's so much randomness to these games. And you get fairly equal coaching and talent.
Rams now up to 4.5 yards per play, so they've gotten into the realm of the normal.
Regardless of what this ends up, the fact that Michael got the lead back, or got the lead finally, was at least something, because, man, he just struggled the whole game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, it's easy to empathize with somebody because we've all had those kind of games. And it's kind of weird. I don't know about you, but when I played the dice, card and dice game, I never remembered the luck going against me all game long. It would go against you at times and halves, but never the whole game. But I've seen games on the computer that seem to defy the randomness that you should eventually get a roll.
Well, I think Tom would say in his broadcast, 20% of the games you're not going to win no matter what. 20% of the games you're going to win no matter what. And then you have that middle 60%.
No, I get that. But I'm just drawing
in terms of the roles, I'm talking. And you're saying that it's not.
I'm saying it was different.
Feel that way in C and D. Yeah,
it was different on the dice and cards than it is on the computer. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just an old man's impressions, his foggy memory. But it seems like I see more dramatic against rolls on some certain teams in certain games than I ever saw in the dice game. And so if I'm right, if the preponderance of the rolls went Cleveland's way for the most part, that last drive, you think, well, maybe the Rams will get lucky on it, but Cleveland got just what they needed all the way down the field, it seemed like. I think Ed coached a great game, though. He opened up. He threw more bombs than I expected him to, and I think that kind of put a little seed in Michael's thought process about how to defend him.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm chatting with these guys. follow those instructions above. Then start save game server and point to that file. Once you have it in the right folder. So, I mean, I guess we could find out. I mean, I don't think we'll find out, though. So if we do this, I don't know. Let's see. My game crashes, too. Okay.
It's got to be frustrating for both coaches.
Yeah. Especially if you're losing.
Yeah. But as I said that, I was thinking of the loser, or the probable loser. But I'm also thinking if I think I've won this game, but I'm not sure, that would be a little nervous time too.
Wrong game. Very complicated. It is kind of complicated. This is true.
Because we're a field goal difference here in the game.
So yeah, okay. So it's 15 seconds with the kickoff, by the way. Which
it didn't go to 8.
Okay, well, it shows formation for the Rams.
It was 15 seconds when he kicked it.
Yeah, it shows Rams ball at the 35. So it's just download it, Michael. It's right there.
Because if there's 15 seconds left, that's huge. As Michael's got all 3 timeouts. And he had one 48-yard return already.
All right. I got to email him and some stuff. So we'll take another break. We'll be back.
Okay.
have the file.
Okay, that's good news.
And if worst comes to worst, they can just try to recreate the made field goal on whatever they have.
You saved the game and they got the file. We should be home free soon.
We should be.
Big positive, Anthony.
Yes.
So did you put that music in there on the video?
Yes.
Nice. That is just kind of gets you in the mood. Good job, man. Yeah, if you work together with you, me, and Ken, we can do some really neat things here. Keep upgrading our broadcasts and our communications.
Indeed. Okay, you put the file in the right spot, it looks like. So when he goes to open in here now, since he saved it in the correct file, and he goes over here, 2023 Autumn Wind Playoffs, it's going to show up now, just like it shows up here, the CLE LAM 2 file. And then, so he would start, he'd launch save game server's visitor in Michael's case. It's CLE LAM 2. Highlight that, save game. Much. I know Ed's saying he needs to go. So maybe I'm going to be Ed here. But if I have to call a defense, I'm not Ed.
Well, you can get
tell you that much.
Get on the phone and tell them have him tell you what to do.
Right?
You're just going to be a coordinator. You can't be the coach. God, how lucky to have you as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, right. I'll hire you in a moment.
I'll end up safety blitzing and hit the sniper for the game-winning touchdown. No, I wouldn't be safety blitzing. All right, we have a number.
What is it?
We should probably give him a second. 51608, load it up. 51608. Don't hit OK yet. Let's give him a second to get in there. Ed might be gone. I mean, Ed basically announced he's leaving. Guys have got to run. Thanks for everything, Ed. That's the last we've heard from Ed. Ed is not acknowledged.
We never hear him again. Whatever happened to Ed Carpenter? God, he was right at the verge of being on the Super Bowl, and we never heard from him again. So don't click OK at 51608 yet.
I just did. It's not working because I assume because it's not a game yet. Because we may have lost Ed. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
We're close. We're close.
Is Ed gone is the question.
That is the question.
Is Ed still here? I will ask. Is Ed still here?
I don't see Ed in the Slack menu.
All right, I'm going to download the pre-file. So I'm going to go back on a break. Until Ed shows up, I'm under the assumption he's gone.
Okay.
So stand by. We'll be back.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, we have the field goal done, but it's showing the Rams with the ball with 15 seconds left at the 35. That can't be right. So why would my save game file show that?
Where are they at?
Let me see what
does it show you at?
It shows the Rams with the ball with 15 seconds left at the Cleveland 35. How could that?
Yeah, how does that? Yeah, I see 15 seconds left, and the Cleveland 35. Yeah,
I want to see if you can actually. Okay, here we go. Okay, now 15 seconds is wrong.
It's got to be wrong.
So we're better off trying to recreate the field goal.
Yeah, I think you got to go back to the field goal because there's got to be time off the clock on that field goal. It was 15 seconds. But they got this far, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need anybody's support here. So could they play now, or did we see how did it say that he got to the 35-yard line?
Now it says kickoff, which is correct, but
it can't be 15 seconds though.
Right.
How could you save the game with the field goal made and not have it less than 15 seconds? That's
right. Exactly. The clock never ticked.
Yeah. If the scoreboard didn't say 15, I would say then that's understandable. But it says 15, so it gave him the field goal, but it didn't take any time off the clock.
Right.
I wonder if the Rams would throw an incomplete pass, but we don't know where the ball is, though. That's the problem. We don't know where the ball should be placed on the kickoff. Because of the 15 seconds, we could run off one play. And
I think they should join the broadcast too. At this point, join the broadcast too, because we need to talk to each other.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to yes, because we need to talk to each other.
Are you talking to Michael?
Well, not really. I want to talk to Michael.
Well, I thought I'm still on the broadcast, aren't I?
Well, yeah, I mean, Michael and I need to join.
Is Dennis still with us? Is Dennis around?
No, he's gone.
Did he leave before the end of the game?
He left as soon as the field goal was made. So hopefully these guys join the broadcast, because talking, I think, is going to be the only way we get through it. Because in addition, so if they're going to have to recreate the field goal, the first thing they're going to want to do when they get the game up is manually save the game. Because if the field goal misses, we need to go back again and do it again. Then we need to go back and do it again.
Wow. Yeah. And do you know how to manually reset a game? I wouldn't have a clue how to do that. But then I know squat, so. Michael just texted me, says, are you still? He's won the game at this point. I have to go because I have a game at 9 o'clock in another league.
Oh, he's got a half hour.
You're kidding me. We're still on the air.
Just guys, join the broadcast. I mean, come on, let's join it, and that's going to help us talk. Slack is just too slow.
I mean, forget his other game at 9 o'clock. Let's finish this thing up. Because if it's only 8 seconds and he's got all 3 of his timeouts, one completion could get him into field goal range with another timeout. So this is not a lost game for the Rams yet. But if it's 1 second, it's almost gone. But we don't even know that, do we?
We don't know that. I mean, it sounds like Ed may have produced a. I don't know, Ed. I if they're not going to join the broadcast, I'm not going to be able to. It's going to be impossible. I mean, it's possible, but close to impossible. It sounds like Ed's in a game with 22 seconds left.
It happened.
He says he kicked with 1 second. He says he kicked with 1 second.
Well, we saw 15.
Right. So, what we see, though, may not be what really happened from the watch perspective. That does happen from time to time.
Yeah, okay.
So,
but tell him we saw 15 seconds when he kicked the field goal.
I could, but at this point, they just got to join the broadcasts. My fingers are tired. Right? I mean, I want you to join the broadcast. That's what you should do. That way we could quickly see what Michael saw in terms of time left. We can just... They're not doing it, so... Yes, of course you can do that. But you're going to want to save it. Yes, but you're going to want to save it.
Again, whatever the player sees, it would not be the first time that the clock is not.
That's right. Claude is correct. In case he misses it. Well, I think, Duke, we can wrap the broadcast at this point. Because it sounds like... I mean,
Michael just told me that he saw 15 seconds. Yeah, that's right. There was 15 seconds left. He didn't kick it with 1 second. I saw 15 as well. But I don't think it matters. I was under the impression there would be 8 seconds left, so I would have one more play. The problem is, on his side, I bet he's right. He probably ran the clock down with 1 second,
right?
But no one saw that.
That sounds plausible. Especially, I mean, the key is, did Ed produce a post-game file? So if Ed produced a post-game file, which we had one message, 20 minutes ago, that said that he saw the game over. If he produced a post, then we could be done. We could be done. Then that's a legitimate ending of the game. That the clock just didn't match up. But Paul needs a post-game file. So as long as Paul has that to work with, we're good.
Okay, I'm calling Michael now. Howdy. Okay, Michael. So you saw 15 seconds too, right?
I did.
And we did, but you're saying it does seem probable that Ed would have run it down. Where is that? Is Ed gone?
Well, I mean, he's been slacking back and forth a whole bunch here because he, when Anthony was putting all those little, here's how you put, you download the file, you put it in your save file, then you open it up with that. He just said that's too complicated. And so I said, okay, well, I'll put it on my computer. And so I've opened up, but it's acting really wonky. So the score is correct. It is 15-13. Essentially he's won the game.
Not if there's 15 seconds left on the kick. If there's 8 seconds left, you have a chance.
There's still a chance, right? I mean, it'll be a squib kick or an onside kick.
Well, what? Yeah, one completion with 8 seconds left. You have enough timeouts left to have kick a field goal.
Well, but that's the problem, though. See, I don't know how much time is left. He says he got it all the way to 1. If there's 15 seconds left, well, clearly there's a chance here.
Okay. Ed says he's in.
If he's saying he ran the clock down, I don't think he did. I'm very sure that there was. I mean, if you look back at the broadcast, you'll be able to see where he.
But Michael, I don't know if you can hear me, but sometimes the game will mess up the clock a little bit. If he produced a post file, then he indeed kicked it with 1 second and the game's over, which is fine. But you just got to have that post file.
Right.
So as long as he has that post file, we're good. But I'm not getting clarity of whether, Ed, if you have that post file or not. So, you send those post files to Larry all the time. Ed, if you're listening, it sounds like Ed is listening. Ed, just check if you have the post. If you have the post.
If you have 8 seconds left, Michael, there's a very distinct chance of you winning the game.
Well, there'd be. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes. Ed, I'd say it's about 15.
Hey guys, 15. Hold on. Ed is listening. He just can't join. I just need to talk to Ed. Ed, since you're listening, go ahead and write the typical email that you'd write to Larry at the end of a game, and when you send him the post file, or go to the league manager and go to the autumn win playoffs, and if it shows a final there that the game's over, then you definitely have the post. You can even just do that. Go to league manager, open up autumn win playoffs 2023, Ed, see if you have a final score. If you have a final score, that means you have a post. Then you push the post and you're done.
And that means it wasn't there wasn't 8 seconds left, or he went down to 1 second like he did. So yeah, that's a good solution, Anthony.
Yep. Sorry to interrupt, guys. I was trying to talk to Ed, even though he can't.
No, that's a good solution. You understand that, Michael?
I was halfway listening.
Well, what he's saying, what Anthony's saying is, if Ed goes to his files and sees if the post was registered, it will mean that he did bring it down to 1 second, and he was able to close out the game without you having a chance to even run a play. So the post game file being recorded will prove that's the case. So we don't have to even go back to recreate it.
Yeah. So if that's the case and he finds it, then all we need to do is just reopen the game, and even at 15 seconds, Anthony can squib it or onside or whatever, and I'll just take a knee and we'll be done with it.
Well, you don't even have to do that. If the post file is filed, it's the game will be registered, right?
Right. Exactly. That is true. It sounds like Ed does not have the post, however, which is odd, because he said he saw end game at one point, game over. If you saw game over, then typically that's automatically going to populate the post file into the folder.
Yeah. But if he closes his league manager and then opens it and then files the post, how do we find out if that's recorded, Anthony?
Well, you make a good point. I don't know that Ed knows. Ed, you make sure you close the Ed, if you're listening, close the league manager, reopen, and make sure it's not there, and double check it's not there.
And then, Anthony, you open the file again in the league manager and see if the game is recorded. It would be in the records of the playoffs, won't it?
It would not. It doesn't get there until Paul uploads it. So
Paul has to upload it. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're leaving at 6. It's 22.
I'll be ready. I'm gonna have to bail on this anyway. Okay. Well, anyway, Michael, you played a tremendous game, and that was there was a lot of dice against you. I'll tell you, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal, and it just lasted all game. I thought that last drive you'd get a break.
Yeah, he put together a real nice trade there at the end. That was pretty impressive to go 50 yards basically in 2.5 minutes. My defense finally just ran out of gas. But no, it was a great game. I root for him. I hope we get us a new champion. But either way, I mean, one of the two very nice people are going to be competing for this title, and it's going to be in great hands either way.
Yeah, well, a great battle you put up. But I'll tell you, I've never seen worse flips and flops of those dice. But anyway, Michael, I got to go too. Good luck to you, and we'll be doing the Uber Bowl together, won't we?
Oh, absolutely.
And let's have Anthony on board and Dennis too if we can.
Yeah, we'll have the full group.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Okay, Michael. Good luck to you in your game at 9 o'clock.
Have a great weekend.
Bye. Okay, Anthony. Thank you for everything you did, do. Thank you for being there. You're a real bonus to our league.
Happy to help. I hope it does turn out to help. Let's see. Ed is typing now. I know you have to go. This could be the definitive Slack here from Ed, though. He's typing because he does double check the LM. So he's double checking the LM, making sure that if the post is there, then we can. Oh.
Yeah, if he's posted it, he went down to 1 second, and that would be if he was going to kick at that time, he would do that. We didn't even discuss that, but there would be
right.
There's a way to call a timeout with 1 second to go, isn't there?
Well, look, if the clock ticked to 1, then on the field goal, then there'd be no more inputs from Michael in the game. The squib would end it. Right. There's no inputs from Michael, so that would produce the post without any more inputs from Michael. That's the scenario that the post file actually showed up, which is plausible. We're just trying to verify that's the case. If it's not the case, if he doesn't have a post, then yeah, we're going to have to go in and recreate the field goal at some point.
And that whole scenario is going to take a long time, and Michael's off to another game. So keep
right.
If you need me again, but I'm taking my wife out tonight for her Valentine's dinner.
Wonderful. Enjoy it. And then we're also going to close the broadcast now. We'll post on obviously on Slack what the update is, because I think you're right. If it's not done, then it's probably not going to get finished anytime soon. Probably later tonight at some point.
Yeah, it'll probably have to be another day. So let me know, Anthony. But thanks again for all you do, and I look forward to working with you in the Hooper Bowl.
Likewise. Thank you. Great call, Duke. Appreciate it.
See ya.
All right, everybody. We'll see you soon, and we'll keep you updated on Slack.